Hello everyone and welcome back to Farming Simulator 19. You're watching JCTV playing on the Xbox One console. This is a Green River 2019, episode number 5. Thanks for tuning in, folks. We've got a little bit of a busy day today, but first, to let you know that we've already taken care of all of the animal maintenance that needs to be done. Everyone's cleaned, watered, and fed. I wanted to show you this as well. Our income from the livery stables has now increased to $9,000 a day because we've got the 7 horses. So I want to try and get this up to an even 10. So maybe we'll get 3 more horses at some point. But let's look at the rest of the animals here. So the horses are all good. Everyone is at 100% riding or more for the day. So we don't have to sit through that. I've already ridden all 7 horses before we started this video. Good news here, one of our cows is pregnant. This one here is going to be giving birth in 7 months. So in terms of season days, that's 7 days because we're playing 3-day seasons. Each day is technically a month. So in 7 more days or months, we're going to have a new cow. So I can't wait for that. And even more good news, if we look at all of our sheep are good, not pregnant, and producing wool. So that's good. And pigs, out of our 10 pigs, 8 of them are with child. So we've got 8 pregnant pigs, and they're all within the next 3 days. So within the next 2 to 3 days, we're going to have 8 more pigs for free. Fantastic. And one of our chickens gave birth. So we now have 12 chickens. We had 11 last time, now we've got 12. The rooster is doing his job. Everyone's producing eggs, and new chickens are arriving. Now, when the new chickens arrive, we're selling the males and keeping the females. So, because the males are somewhat useless to us at this point. All right, so let's take a quick drive back to the back of the farm. We'll do a couple of things. I think we've got a full pallet of wool, but for the most part, we're going to be mowing grass today. Well, the grass is ready to be mowed. We're going to split it up into different sections. So we're going to mow, then we're going to windrow the grass, then we're going to ted some of it, turn it into hay, and we're going to store some of this grass because our grass wagon here is completely empty. We need to store some for the winter months that are coming for the sheep. So I'm thinking in the shed with the straw bales that we have stored, we're just going to dump some piles of grass in there and then use conveyor belts to take it out afterwards. So we'll look at doing that. You can see we've already got 60,000 some odd pounds or liters of hay in the hay loft, so we'll probably add a little bit to that just to get us through, just to make sure everything's okay. All right, let's take a little tour around here. What are we going to do first? Like I said earlier, all of the animals are fed, watered, and cleaned. All the manure's picked up, so we don't really have much to do. Let's see here. Well, there is a little spot of grass over there by the sheep. Okay, first things first. Oh, it looks like we're going to be grabbing the mowers. So we're going to grab the mowers and we're going to start cutting this grass. And then we'll go from there. Like I said, we're going to windrow it, we're going to ted it, we're going to dry some into hay, we're going to dump some in the silage bin as well. What I want to do with the cows is I want to let the TMR go to 0. I want the cows to eat all of the total mixed ration, then switch to grass. Then once the grass is all gone, they can switch to hay. And then we've got tons and tons of cow food, but then eventually I want them to eat nothing but silage. So we're just going to pile up some silage in the bunker, let it ferment, and then we've got cow food forever. And we probably will buy some more cows as well. I want to increase the milk output and the manure output. We do have quite a bit of manure in that trailer already. It's pushing just about 34 or 35% capacity. So there is quite a few thousand liters of manure there. We'll look at selling that when the manure price is at its highest, obviously. We'll try and hold on to it as long as possible. We're not doing too bad. We have $31,498, and we've done absolutely no farming except for contract work. So we'll see, maybe we'll do some more contracts as time goes on, or maybe we might sell some milk or some manure. Who knows what the future holds. We might even be able to sell some of those pigs. Like I said, we've got 8 pregnant pigs. So within the next 2 to 3 days, we're going to have 8 more oinkers running around there. So we'll see what happens with that. All right, so let's start off the mowing. Yay. We are mowing the lawn. All right, so while we're mowing the lawn, why don't you take a quick minute, look at the bottom right-hand corner of your video screen, click the subscribe button for me. That would be greatly appreciated. And when you're done watching, also like and share this video and ring that notification bell so you can be alerted every time we upload new content. You don't want to miss anything, folks. We do a different video on a different map each day of the week. So Mondays is Greenwich Valley, Tuesdays is Green River 2019 that you're watching right now. Westbridge Hills Wednesdays is after that, and then Stranded in the Pacific Northwest on Thursdays, and then on Lone Oak Farms on Fridays, the mysterious disappearance of my father and my dealings with the farm mafia. You don't want to miss that one, folks. That one's getting really exciting. All right, why don't we skip to the end of the mowing process, because let's face it, if you've seen grass mowed once, you really don't need to see it again. All right, so while we're mowing the grass, we've got a pallet of wool, our very first pallet of wool. We're going to load onto the trailer here, and then I'm not sure if we're going to store this trailer indoors or not. We'll monitor the wool as it sits outside in the elements. I'm not sure if we have to put it inside or not. All of the wool looks neatly wrapped in these little square bales fitting into this pallet here. So I'm not sure if we need to cover it. If we do, we'll just bring it inside somewhere. It's not really a big deal. There we got 1,000 pounds of wool. I don't know if wool can be measured in liters, but I'm pretty sure it's pounds. We're just going to stick it here on the trailer, and we'll let the other one fill up. And then at some point, we're going to buy some more sheep to increase the wool output. Now with seasons, wool only happens at a certain time of the year, and then in the wintertime, wool is at its most expensive, so then we'll sell it then. So for now, let's just put this on the trailer. There we go. My OCD is getting the better of me. It's got to be perfect. All right. Let's just leave that on the trailer. And then what we'll do is, while that worker is mowing the grass, I think we're going to get into the grass wagon here, and we'll start loading up our first trailer full of grass. And then what we're going to do with that first trailer is we're going to bring it on over to the machine shed or barn area where we're storing the straw bales. And we're just going to leave a big old 30,000 liter pile of grass in the corner of that shed. And then we'll use the conveyor belts that are in the silage bunker to put it into a trailer once we need to fill it up. So that's just going to protect the grass from the elements. It's probably going to stop it from drying out and turning into hay. So we do need grass for the winter months, and I don't have $25,000 to buy a grass storage loft like the hay loft. I'm unable to put grass inside the hay loft, although it does say grass. I think it's maybe straw and hay, maybe not grass. Maybe I'm mistaken, I don't know. But either way, we have no place to store the grass except for in the trailer. So that's what we're going to do. All right, so we are just driving in a straight line over the grass, and we're putting it into the wagon. Let's fast forward to the grass dumping of 2019. All right, here we go. All right, so I've just filled up the sheep, and now we're just going to be driving the grass to the storage unit where we have the straw bales. That guy is still cutting the grass. He'll be cutting the grass for a while. And then we're just going to dump this on the floor. And then, like I said, we'll just use conveyor belts from the silage bunker that are just sitting there. So we can alternate from silage to grass. It doesn't really matter. It only takes a second to bring them over here and set them up. doesn't take very long at all. All right, so this is where we're going to put the grass. I think we've got enough straw bales right now. We don't need any at the moment, but we will need them soon. I'm thinking maybe if the winter time comes, or if that grass does not dry into straw quick enough, we'll probably just buy some from the shop and go pick them up with our trailer. But we may need to come up with alternate means to get the straw bales for the cows and pigs and horses. All right, so let's try and back this trailer in there. I would store it in the silage bunker, but as you know, as soon as you dump grass into the silage bunker, it turns to chaff. And we can't really make chaff bales, so, or we can't feed chaff to the sheep. All right, so let's just dump it all right here in this corner. All right, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go close that back door just so any grass doesn't leak out into the elements. And then we don't use that door much anyway, so it doesn't matter if we can't open it or not. All right, door's closed, and we're just gonna dump here in the corner. And we're gonna have to drive forward a little bit to make some room. Kind of want to keep it all in one section. I don't want it all over the place. That should be good about there. That's about 15,000 liters of grass. Oops, hit the door. Let's just back up a little bit and maneuver this trailer out of here. And there we go. And then we can just use, we can just drive the conveyor belts in when we want to fill up the grass trailer. All right. There we go. So we'll just keep this grass here. That's more than enough to feed the sheep for a while. All right. All right, so let's go dump the rest of this into the silage bay or silage bunker. And then we can start loading up some grass and putting it in the bunker. And I think we'll save maybe the last 4 or 5 wind rows of grass to put in into hay. So we have to ted that and then let it dry. Yeah, we can't store it in here because that's not a silage bunker. This is like the vehicle wash station type of thing. Right, so I'm just going to pull in here, turn around, and then back up into the silage bunker, and we'll start loading up some grass. And we'll turn it into chaff, and then we'll compact it later on. Probably won't get to that today. We've already got some chaff on the belt here. We'll just drive that in and empty it out once we're done. All right. Let's spread this out a little bit to make for easier compacting. Perfect. All right, so let's go get some more truckloads of grass. Just drive on out here to the field, continue where we left off, and then we'll just maybe 3 more truckloads, maybe about 90,000 to 100,000 liters of grass in the bunker. And we should be good. I think that mower is just about done. Oh, he's not done yet. He's still going. All right. Let's get some more grass. And I don't think we need to sit through this, so let's fast forward to the end of the chaff collection. All right, so we dumped that second truckload of grass into the silage bunker. Now we're going to grab the tedder, and we are going to ted the last remaining rows of grass and dry it into hay. Now, without the seasons mod, as soon as you ted the grass, it turns directly into hay. With seasons, it doesn't really work that way. You have to wait a little bit. So we're going to ted it, spread it out, and then we'll just wait for it to dry. So this is all we do, is we unfold the tedder and we go over the lines of grass that we've created, turn the tedder on, and then just drive. And you can see the grass change color, so it's all spread out and it's in the drying process. And then soon, maybe in a month or so, in a season's day, it'll turn into hay. We can windrow it again and then pick it back up and then store it in the hayloft. Interesting stuff. All right, so this is the end of the the tedding process. We've now tedded all of the grass, and we're just going to wait for it to dry. Hopefully it doesn't rain, because I'm not sure with seasons if that's going to slow down the drying process or not. But we need that to turn into hay. So we are going to bring the tedder back to the shed. We'll grab the windrower and we'll put everything in nice little rows. And then I think we're going to call it a day. I think that's pretty much all we can do for today. We don't really need to do any contract work. We've still got $31,062. We spent a couple of $100 on the worker that mowed the lawn, but I just didn't feel like sitting through that, so we hired the worker to do it. And the windrower is already parked out near the grass. I'm sure, I think, I don't know. Yeah, that's a plow back there. All right, so we'll park the tedder, and then we'll switch over to the windrower. No, but first we're going to be a conscientious little farmer and bring the tractor back to where it needs to go. All right. All right, and here we are in the windrower. We're just going to unfold this. Kind of looks like a Star Wars fighter ship or an X-Wing fighter. There we go. We'll lower it, turn it on, and that will be that. So that is going to wrap up this episode, folks. Thanks for tuning in to JCTV, playing Farming Simulator 19 on the Xbox One console. This was Green River 2019, episode number 5. Have a great day. Thanks for tuning in. And for now, this is JCTV saying, see you later.